Greetings, brothers and sisters, men and women all around the world. Welcome to another episode of PLM News Network. I'm your brother Fiji,
Greetings.
and today we have a very interesting topic, as we always do, and we have the brother Blaylen, and we have the brother D-Mac that's going to be added to the show today. Greetings, brothers. How y'all doing today?
I'm good, there, brother. How you been?
Everything's good.
Everything's
Yep,
good.
everything's good.
That's great, brothers.
Yeah.
That's great. So today, man, our show, man, what we're gonna be talking about, man, is the fruits of thoughts, man. Everybody,
hmm
somebody, anybody, and nobody. So
Right.
this is gonna parallel us, man, into the last from the last awareness session that we put out. And I would like to thank PLM News would like to thank, man, all the supporters and the subscribers, man, those who came and watched the last awareness session, man. Uh, we try to always give the audience what they deserve, and that is truth, and that is facts. Would like to thank the brother Bunky Brandon, man, for putting out the video, man, footage and the music video that was of all the footage that was taken down there in Tennessee. I can say, man, once again, man, thank the great state of Tennessee, man. When we came down, man, we had a wonderful time, man. It was great, man. All the people who came out and supported, man. Oh, man, it was wonderful. Blaylen, you was there, man, and so you know we had a great time there, man. So once again, thanks to Tennessee. And so today we're gonna get deeper. We're going to take our brothers and sisters a little bit deeper in the water today, man. And so everybody can be able to see themselves, see where you fit in, to see where we all fit in into the organization. You know what I'm saying? So the piece that we're going to be going over today is the
What's happening inside and out?
what's happening inside and out, the extended edition to all brothers of the struggle. And we're going to begin reading by saying, the chairman and the board of directors wish to extend our love, life, and loyalty to all brothers of the struggle. Once again, we are coming to you in hopes that the information of wisdoms rendered here will bring inspiration upon you as an individual and member of this organization. So they was bringing us some different information this time, man. That was they're gonna bring us inspiration. And so, what is inspiration?
It's
Well,
like
I
a
was
light
just look
bulb.
that up.
Say that
I
again.
believe. I believe it's like a light bulb. It sparks. It sparks something in you. It inspires you. It's something that you use to inspire you to go on another journey, to help you go on another journey. And I'm thinking context is that um when we trying to get when they were trying to get the vision to everybody, we need that inspiration, that push to let you to get it and to carry it on and give it to other people. So we need that push so you could come into these realms. Because this was the times when we were changing over. So we need that inspiration mentally to say, hey man, everybody got a part to do. That's just where this come in at. Everybody got a part. Ain't no just sitting back and all this and that. We all got something to do.
Okay, and Blaylen.
I would I would classify inspiration as or to inspire as setting the urge in someone or something, like a
hmm
motivating force, a guiding light, so to speak.
Okay. Okay, so the Webster dictionary defines inspiration as a divine influence of actions on a person believed to qualify him or her to receive and communicate sacred revelation. So they was it's a divine influence of action. So they was trying to give us this influence to move forward, to give us something, you know what I'm saying, so that we could see the goodness in who we were and where we come from, right?
Okay.
Right.
All right, so it says, before venturing off into the interior of this sheet, a few fruits of thought in this story, in the story that follows, we want to render to you for some thought. The story that follows is about four people's named everybody, somebody, anybody, and nobody. There was an important job to be done, and everybody was asked to do it. Everybody was sure that somebody would do it. Anybody could have done it, but nobody did it. Somebody got angry about that because it was everybody's job. Everybody thought that anybody could do it, but nobody realized that everybody blamed somebody when nobody accused anybody. Mm.
Mm.
So, this story here, everybody, somebody, anybody, and nobody. And this is, you call it, some people call it the four bodies. No, it's the four
Mm-hmm.
bodies. So, would D Mac, would you like to elaborate on that?
Yeah, I think I would like to break it down where that everybody had a job to do, and everybody thought that somebody else was going to do it. So in the context, it's like when you in a classroom and you expect the teacher to give you what you need to learn. So it's that. But in this concept, in this context, everybody is a teacher. So it was a job to be done, but we just thought everybody was going to do it, that somebody was going to do it, and it was everybody's job. So we had to step up and say, hey, man, we had to realize that we all supposed to each one teach one. So whatever we receive, we got to pass it down. So it's a job that needs to be done, and nobody wanted to do it. They thought everybody was going to do it, but they didn't want to do nothing either. So, that's what I seen right there.
Blayley?
Yes, sir. I'm inclined to agree with what D Mac was expressing. At the same time, I see it as a lack of initiative. And we can take everyday life, for example. Let's say we have a regular 9 to 5. You know your requirements at the job. You know what you're supposed to do. And in every job, it boils down to everybody can do a little bit of everything to help out the whole job. But people sit back at the job waiting on somebody else to do something. And be like, well, if they ain't doing it, why should I do it? So the job becomes stagnated. And in that case, I see the same principle of the four bodies. If you know this has to be done at the job and you're qualified to do it, or you're capable of doing it, even though it's not your position to do it, it still has to be done for the job to be successful. Why not take the initiative to do it? That way we know the job has been done. And it's expressing the failure to take that initiative. With that, I
Okay.
yield the floor.
Okay. I agree with both of you all, because it's easy for us to sit around and point fingers at something. We know something needs to be done, but it's still, instead of us getting in doing it, we sit around and point fingers at somebody else for not doing the job. You know what I'm saying? So uh we have to be able to look at ourselves and take the initiative to do what needs to be done, and not expect somebody else to do it or blaming somebody else for not doing the job. So I agree with both of y'all on that, man. And we're gonna venture off further into it. It says, our brother. I want y'all to look at this here. It's saying our brother, not brothers. So they look at it as an individual. They are speaking directly to the individual. This is singular. This is not plural. This is singular, saying, listen, look at yourself. Look at yourself and see what we are about to say. See yourself in the lesson that is about to be taught. It said, our brother, as we stated in our organizational preface, everybody has a responsibility. We make up the organization as individuals who have come together as a collective. And we know that's in the preface, at the bottom of the preface in the organizational structure.
Mm-hmm.
This is saying that you as a member of this organization is just as responsible for its growth as your fellow brother, even if he is in a position of authority and you are not. You remember in the previous awareness session, we spoke on that.
Mm-hmm.
We all have a job. Just because a person is in a position of authority doesn't necessarily diminish your responsibility as a member of the organization, because it takes the full support of the leadership and it takes the full support of the membership in order for us to be successful.
The leadership is no good without the participation of the body, and the body is no good without proper leadership.
Exactly. His responsibility may outweigh yours in that particular position, but the bulk of responsibility of our goals and objectives don't stop there.
The bulk meaning majority, right?
The majority.
Okay.
Now remember, our entrants are many, right?
Correct.
So if our entrants are many, that means that that's the bulk of the responsibilities of our goals are many.
Mm-hmm.
That means bulk meaning many. As we have elaborated upon several times, in order for us as an organization to continue to progress and expand, we must become more educated, politically motivated, and aware of the economical realities of Black America. Anybody care to elaborate on that?
I'll take
Well, that's kind of. Go ahead.
Okay. First, it's basically saying, in order for us to grow and develop, period, as individuals and a collective, we must first be more educated, meaning the task of learning, not just the literature or the black and white, as we like to call it in, organizational slang, but learning different subject matters from English, spelling, reading, mathematics, science, social studies, various subjects, which goes back to our interest being many. We must be educated in every field possible. Then taking that same level of education and applying that to the political field, becoming aware of the law of our city, the law of our state, the law of the United States as a whole, and expounding on that, being able to take that law, that political understanding, and apply that to the economical conditions of our communities on how we can uplift those communities and make them better. That's what I'm getting from that.
Okay, so let me ask this here.
Uh-huh.
You want to speak on that, D-Mac?
Oh, he said basically, I was just going to say it reflects the goals that we go by. And one of our first goals is education. So in order for to do our part, we have to know what we about. So we have to be educated and knowledgeable about what we about.
Okay, so
that's all I was talking about.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Being educated, right? Becoming more educated, politically motivated, socially involved, and knowing the economic realities of Black America, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is this an option?
No, sir.
No. We have to, in order to survive in this world, we have to know the education, the political, the social realms of not only the world, but especially from where you come from. So it's non-negotiable. It ain't. We have to know it. Being a part of us, a part of this organization, you have to be knowledgeable of everything that we talking about. You have to be educated. You have to be politically motivated. You have to be socially motivated. It's no negotiation with that. This is what it is.
So
You know?
it's not about if you want to do it.
No.
It's so. Can we basically say that it's mandatory that we do it?
It's absolutely mandatory.
All right, and
Yes, it is.
I like we always do with PLM. We stand on truth. We stand on fact. This is for all educators.
Yes.
This is for all educators to know. All of you who are educating out there in the field, this is for you to know. It says here. It says, I'm going to go down into the 6th paragraph. It said, we will be presenting a flux of material for you for your personal and organizational growth. This material will not be placed under your bed. All right. So we know that we're not in prison. So we know people ain't placing stuff up under their mattress and everything, right? So the equivalent of that today for 2023 would be, it ain't just to be placed in your phone. It ain't to be just laid around on your dresser. It ain't to be placed on no shelf. It ain't to be placed in no drawer. The material that you have is to be studied, right?
And implemented.
And implemented, because watch this. Classes will be mandatory upon these pieces. Mandatory. Mandatory. It's mandatory that we participate in class. It's mandatory that we know what we are about.
Right.
Because this is the reason right now a lot of us view the organizations as in a negative light. A lot of people view us in a negative light based on our lack of knowledge, our lack of understanding, our lack of wisdom when it comes to the organization, because peoples are not learning what they are about. It's mandatory. Educators,
can I say something?
Get them in class. They got to be there. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we have a terminology that we use in the organization called standing on our 6, right? When we say standing on our 6, we saying like we bout that. We 10 toes down, no questions asked. We stand on ours. So, in hindsight, based on this conversation, can a person stand on their 6 without education of the 6?
No.
How?
No.
Okay.
No. They can't. They can't. They can't.
I would just check because just saying, just putting it out there.
They can't. Yeah. They can't. And them are the realities of America. Not even just Black America, but I think that I know that they put it in there because it's from where we from. So when it switched, when we got other people of different races, it means that Black America is poverty. So when you're in poverty, you have to know the realities of poverty. Mm-hmm. And at the time, we was all Black. So it's not a racial thing or anything like that. But that's what it is. So we have to know the realities of our situation. And then these are the realities of our situation. We have to get educated. We have to get politically motivated, and we have to be socially inclined.